What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you again for tuning in and welcome back to another mod. Today we're throwing it back to the CBR. It has been, it's been a while since we've done a mod with the bike. Done some racing and some comparison videos and stuff like that. That's been a lot of fun, but actually getting back to modding it, I'm really looking forward to getting back to the CBR. So I know what you're thinking, Brad, why are we replacing bolts on the bike? Seems kind of silly. Well, actually I did a bolt replacement with Downstar on the BMW M3 a couple months ago, and that was really cool. I actually went with gold for that. I didn't ever think I would do gold, but it gave a nice little pop under the hood. For this, strictly going with stealth and also that little tiny bit of weight savings. And I know people are laughing like, really, honestly, weight savings? But I've always been laughed at every time I mention that, and it's the little things. It's the little things that add up. Like, Brad, really? You're going to delete reflectors? Nothing. Honestly, you're gonna delete the passenger pegs? That's nothing. Fender eliminator kit? That's nothing. What about the rear seat strap? That's nothing. All those little nothings, and after I do this, will push me over the 25-pound mark. And I have all those parts, I've added them up. This is gonna put me over the edge. 25 pounds in the car world is still decent. On a bike, it's drastic. To remind you, it's not all about 25 pounds of acceleration. It's 25 pounds less that you have to brake. It's 25 pounds less that you have to lean. So there's so many benefits of the weight reduction, and this is just gonna put me over the top. Here is specifically the model number. As you can see, they wrote on it there. So that says FHO100BK. So if you have a CBR600rr, this is the kit that you wanna get. I will leave a link in the description below, as always, with the product and the tools I'm using for this video. But just disclaimer, they're very specific and explicit about doing a one-for-one replacement. So what that means is, if you're in an area and you're like, oh, this is the same type of bolt, let me take these 4 or 5 out at once, don't do that. Take one out, replace that one, take the next one out, replace that one. So it's a one-for-one. They were very explicit about that. So I think that has a lot to do with just make sure everything fits correct, and also it won't confuse you about, oh wait, what was it, this length or that length, and you have more bolts or leftover bolts than you should. So do a one-for-one replacement. Other than that, we're gonna get to it and check out the final product. Let's go. All right guys, here is everything in the kit. I've laid it out on a cloth or paper towel. I recommend doing the same thing. That way when you remove a bolt, you'll be able to easily identify which one that you need to the corresponding size. So I have my short fatties, my long fatties, my short skinnies, my long skinnies. That's the actual scientific name for those. They give you the washers, a couple stickers, anti-seize grease, and these two little guys. However, I'm probably going to use this from my kit. I just like it better. And I will use this to remove along with my drill, only to remove. I'm not going to recommend using a drill to put the new ones in. Remember, you're dealing with a softer metal, so you don't want a chance rounding anything out or stripping anything. So hand tighten when you put new in, but if you want, you can use a bit to remove the stock OEM ones. So let's get to it. So first one, I have to start somewhere. And this appears to be one of the longer ones. And just take your time, you know, because we are dealing with a little bit something softer. If it feels like it's starting to get stuck, just kind of back out, double check. Sometimes you just have to kind of push up on a panel because it has shifted when you've taken the bolt out. So you might just have to relieve a little like side pressure. Just make sure everything is center, and that's what I'm doing with this one. And my biggest recommendation too is make sure it's snug, and then maybe a little bit more of a turn, but do not over tighten because we're dealing with aluminum and plastic, and it already looks stealth. I mean, it's just blending in, as you can see from here and to that one. I wanted to kind of show something kind of interesting here. It's going to be a little difficult. I'm wearing my magnetic bolt wristband that I use in other videos, which will come in handy if you want, for whatever reason, want to hold on to the stock one. But just to kind of show you the weight difference here and the fact of what we're really dealing with. Let me put this on the ground. So here is my wristband, and I just throw the stock bolt on there, and it's not going anywhere. But when you can, I mean, it sticks. And now here's the new ones that we're dealing with. So as you can tell, it really is aluminum. it's not gonna stick to this, but like I said, we're not really using it for this case, but I just wanted to show the difference and the strength and the weight here. So they are significantly lighter. Pro Bolt claims 60% lighter. So like I said, it's the little things. So this one appears to be a short skinny. So I'm gonna put that back in that pile. And obviously I'm not going to do every single bolt here, but just wanted to reiterate their instructions of just doing 1-for-1 replacement. And at this point, I think we're just gonna time lapse this through. All right, one thing I wanted to point out is that when I took this bolt out on, I guess would be the right side of the bike, you can see that it is significantly shorter. And the bolt that matches closest to it is that short fatty, if you will. But what you need to do is you need to go into the baggie that they include and put on one of those little, I would say a spacer, it's not a washer, spacer. So it kind of more replicates that little nubbin, if you will. So just put that on before you put that back in. And this appears to be another one of those little nubbins with a little spacer right there built in, so we're gonna do the same thing again. What's nice too is actually getting rid of some of this gunked up stuff that comes, because you have to understand this is at the front wheel right near the big rotor, so it's nice to be able to kind of get some of this stuff out while you can. So I debated about this one, whether it was structural or not, but I took a close look. It's really just for the heat shield. The rear brake fluid reservoir is attached with that bolt there. So this one looks like it comes with a steel washer on it. So make sure you get a plastic washer included with the kit and put that on the new bolt. Got my washer on there. Nice. All right, guys, that is about it. As you can see, it's like, I don't know, less contrasting colors. It's pretty murdered out, and knowing that I'm not lugging this around, man, it's here's the interesting thing, and just because I do honest reviews here, there are 5 bolts that I could not figure out where to go, what to replace. There were a couple that I was questionable about structural integrity, so there was one long one and then 4 short ones, but that was it. Out of the entire kit, I used everything but these 5 bolts. I could tell you that this one here, at least mine is a 2011, this one here was extremely short. Left that one there, but other than that, these, I was able to get the outer ones on the fender here, all these, even that one under there, here, even this little guy here, the front 2 on the wheel here, same thing on the other side, other front 2, here, 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 and then the same thing on the other side. This one's extremely short, so I left that alone. I was able to do this one here on the heat shield, but yeah, just 5 bolts, which maybe it just depends on the make and model year of the bike. Mine's the 2011, so some extra spacers and washers, but all of this, if I gotta be honest, like, if I had to say, a little less than half a pound, which I only needed a couple ounces to get me to my 25-pound mark. So I'm happy about that, but yeah, it just, the black is super clean. There you go, guys. You've finally been asking for it. When are you gonna do another mod to the CBR? And I'm very happy with the way it turned out. It's clean, and just knowing that you're losing just a little bit more weight, all those little things add up. Like I said, it's a bunch of the nothings, right? Like, oh, deleting a strap, nothing. Passenger pegs, nothing. Reflectors, nothing. Oh, just a cat, nothing. But you keep adding that up, and I finally hit 25-pound mark, which is really remarkable considering that in the time, the CBR600 was one of the lightest 600s to begin with, factory. But getting rid of the fender eliminator, exhaust, battery, reflectors, levers, it's the aquapovic exhaust, it's all the little things, and it adds up, it really does. And improving the aesthetics is always a bonus. So there you have it, guys. If you liked today's video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions about the kit, leave a comment. And if you haven't done it already, please subscribe. Catch you guys next time.